Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So, as you can see in the title of this video, this is my Puppy Haul 101. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have heard the news that my old dog, Kamori, has quite sadly passed away, unfortunately. I will be releasing a video at a later date, just kind of letting you guys know what all happened there and how he went and all that stuff. But right now it's just a little still too close to my heart, and I haven't had enough time, I don't think, to kind of get over it. So that video will be coming, but not yet. But on a happier note, I'm going to be getting a new puppy. So just to kind of guess a little disclaimer on this is that, and why I'm doing this is because I've had this said to me face to face, like in person already. And I've told them the same thing that I'm going to tell you. So I know it's coming online as well. So I just kind of want to do a little disclaimer. I've had people say, how can you think of getting another new little puppy so close after losing Kamori? And my answer to that is just, everybody grieves differently. So, you know, there's some people that their dog dies and they can't ever think of even getting another dog. They never have another dog. And then there's some people that their dog dies and, you know, it takes them months, if not years, and then they'll get another dog. And then there's some people like me that the house just feels so empty and so lonely without a dog. And so the sooner that I can get another dog, the better. I've literally, this right now is my first time being without a dog in my house. I got my very first dog, Lady, when I was 8 years old. And me and her grew up together. And she lived until she was 16. And when she passed away, I already had Kamori. I had Kamori, I think, like 4 years before she passed away. And now Kamori's gone, but I don't have another puppy, another dog. And so it feels very strange. It feels very lonely and, quite honestly, a bit depressing without a dog in my house. And so yeah, the sooner I can get another dog to love and give my attention to, the better. And so that's just my way of grieving. Am I replacing Kamori? No, I'm not. There is no replacing Kamori. There will never be another dog like Kamori. He was one of a kind, just as Lady, my previous dog, was one of a kind. Kamori did not replace her either. I'm just simply moving on. So Kamori will forever be loved. He will forever be missed dearly, but he's running free now. So without further ado, this could be quite a long video because I have quite a few things to show you. So pause it, go get some popcorn, get a drink, settle down for the ride, and enjoy. All these items that I'm going to be showing you today, I do have, I think, the majority of them listed in my Amazon list that is linked in the description below. So if you want to buy some of these products yourself, you can go down there and get them for yourself. Now, I will say that I don't want to spoil the surprise. I'm not going to tell you what kind of a dog I'm getting, and I'm not going to tell you if it's a male or a female. I do know what it is. I know what breed I'm getting, and I know if it's a male or a female. But I'm not going to tell you because I want you to be surprised when the time comes. So through this video, I'm going to be referring to the dog as an it because I don't want to give it away. And yeah, I'm not saying. So I will say, however, that it is a small dog. It's not a large dog. It's a small dog. So everything that you're going to see in this video is all geared towards a small dog. So if you have a large dog, some of this stuff comes in various sizes. So it could still work for you, but just make sure that you double check that to see what size it comes in, because mine is all geared towards small. Let's see. What else do I need to say before I start this? Oh, I might as well just put this out there. April 21st. April 21st is when I'm going to be getting my new puppy. I'm so excited. I have to travel to Alberta. I live in Saskatchewan. I have to travel to Alberta, Canada to get this puppy. So it's about, I'm going to say like 8-ish hours from me. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm taking a weekend road trip. I'm going to travel all the way there on April 21st, which is a Friday. Friday evening, I'm meeting the breeder, and we're going to do all the paperwork and all of that, and I'm going to get my puppy. And then we're going to stay in a hotel room that night. And then from there, that's going to be in Hanna, Alberta. And then from there on Saturday, we're going to start our trip back home. But I'm going to break the trip back into 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, with spending another night in a hotel, just because, you know, this puppy is 5 months old. It's 4 months old right now. It'll be 5 months when I get it. And so, you know, traveling 8-ish hours with a hyper 5-month-old puppy, probably not a good idea. So I'm going to break it down into 2 days so that, you know, we have plenty of time to take lots of breaks and stuff like that. So my plan for that is I am going to be vlogging the entire thing, or as much of it as I can. I'm going to start vlogging when I leave here, and whenever I stop along the way, I'll kind of update the vlog. I'm also going to update on my Instagram, and my Instagram is going to be live. So as I stop, I'll update on my Instagram. So if you want to kind of come along on the journey with me real time, follow me on my Instagram in the description below. The vlog on YouTube here will probably not come out until a few days after I have my puppy, just because, you know, I have to edit it all and then upload it all and all that fun stuff. So that takes a bit of time. But yeah, if you want to follow me along real time, follow me on my Instagram, because that's where I'm going to be posting real time. So I'm going to vlog from when I leave here to Hanna, Alberta. I'm probably going to go live on Instagram that Friday evening to introduce you all to the new puppy live. And then I will vlog all the way back home, and I'm going to vlog the first night here as well. So all that will be in a YouTube video coming up, just so you can kind of see what it's like. If you've never had a dog before, you can kind of see roughly what it's like to have a dog the first 2 to 3 days. But keep in mind, that isn't all dogs. You know, this dog might be super good and sleep all through the night, or it might not be. Who knows? We'll have to wait and find out. But I think that's my intro. That was a very long intro, but I think that's my intro. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to be breaking these items down into 2 sections. The first is going to be essential things, so things you definitely need when getting a new puppy, and then non-essential things, things that, you know, you don't necessarily need, but it's kind of nice to have. So there's lots of essential things and just a few non-essential things. So we'll get into the essentials first, because that's going to be the kicker. If I'm looking down at some point in time, I'm going to be telling you the brands of all this stuff. And so I have all of the brands written down on my iPad because there's no way I'm remembering them all. So if I'm looking down, I'm looking at the brand name. And before I get into this, forgive me, I do have a cold, so my voice might be scratchy and I might cough and stuff like that. Ignore me. Okay, so we're going to get into the essentials first. I have everything kind of spread out all around me here, so that's always fun. Hopefully my parrot doesn't start screaming in the background, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so here we go. The first item that you're going to need when you get a new puppy is food and water bowls. It's got to drink and it's got to eat. So this food and water bowl set is from, and I might butcher some of these brand names. I am sorry if I do, but this one is from Savfox, and I am in love. So it's a food water combo. I'm just trying to show it to you here. That's it there. So this food bowl is stainless steel, and it pops out so that you can put it in your dishwasher or sink or whatever and clean it. And then the water system on this side is a self-water. So you take this container off, fill it with water, pop it back on here, and it self-feeds into here. So I think that's going to come in really handy for my new puppy. So that's the food and water that I've got. Put that over here. So keeping along with that line, when you feed your dog, you're going to need something to scoop the food out with, right? So I actually got these measuring bowls, and they come in quarter, three-quarter, half, and 1 cup, and they're all detachable. You can take them all apart, but they're all collapsible. So I'm planning on doing a lot of traveling with this dog, and so I wanted to get things that were easy to take with me and that wouldn't take up a lot of space. So these are all collapsible bowls that would be super easy to take with you. So these are Levixia. They're not actually for pets. They're just measuring bowls for like cooking and stuff like that. But it's going to be for a dog. So the next thing, when you have a new puppy, one of the things that you're going to be doing a lot is training your new puppy. The basic commands for sure, like sit, stay, come, all those, but also just fun commands as well. But while you're training your dog, you are going to need something to put treats in. And so I found this cute little treat pouch. It's from the company New Oasis. And what really sold me on this treat pouch was the fact that it is silicone. It's squishy. It's all silicone, so it's washable. This is dishwasher friendly, or you can just wash it by hand in your sink. It doesn't matter. So in that way, you can have both dry or wet treats. It doesn't matter. And you can easily wash it. It has a little clip on it so that you can clip it to your belt or to the leash or wherever you want to clip it to. And it's just an easy change purse opening. It stays open on its own, so it's easy access to the treats, but it's a good strong closure. I don't know if you heard that snap, but it's a good strong closure so that it's not going to accidentally come open and spill all your treats. So yeah, a little treat pouch. Okay, so the next thing that we've got on the list is kind of a group of things that all kind of go together. So the first thing that I have is a little harness. Now this is on the smallest setting, just because it was in storage. I'll adjust it to whatever size I need it when I have the puppy and can measure it on the puppy. But this is my harness. It's just a little black and white strip. What I like about this harness is that it's super easy and quick to put on. So it just has a little snap at the top. So you put the dog's legs through these big loops and then just bring it up over top of its back, snap it together, and then your leash goes into these two little clips and it's on your dog. Super quick, super simple. Love that. So a little harness. To going along with the harness, I have a leash. Now, I just kind of wanted to talk about this leash for a couple seconds because I've had a lot of questions about what kind of leash I use and what leash I think is the best kind to use and that kind of stuff. So I want to talk about this leash for a second, and I want to explain why I like this leash. So this leash comes from the Company of Animals, and it says Easy Dog on there as well, if that helps. But what's unique about this leash is that it has two clips, one on each end. So those are the clips, and I've got the leash in half here. So there's no handle on one end and a clip on the other. There's two clips. And why I like that is because it's versatile. You can use it for so many different things. And I'll kind of explain here to you. So down along the leash, there's these little hooks all the way down. There's one, there's two, there's three of them all the way down the leash. And what you can do is you can use those to clip the other end into. So there's your handle right there, right? And then you have a long leash. If you don't want that long of a leash, you can move it down into the next clip to shorten the leash. But then this creates a bigger loop that you could potentially put around your waist for a hands-free leash. Or you can move it down to the next clip, which is right near the end of the leash, to shorten it even more. And then this great big loop can potentially become across the body. So let's say you're sitting in a park or on a beach or something like that, and you want your dog tethered to you, but you want both hands to use. You could use this as a crossbody to attach your dog to yourself, but you still have both hands. So it's just very versatile. You can use the end of the leash to tether your dog to a chain link fence, or you can use it to wrap around a picnic table leg, or a pole, or whatever you need to attach your dog to. It's super simple to tether your dog. It also has this big loop right here down by the dog, and that's for sliding your other end through and evening them out. And now you can attach two dogs to one leash. So it's just very, very versatile. You can use it for many, many different things. Sky's the limit, really. Which is why I chose this type of a leash. Yeah, so totally recommend a double clipped leash. So yeah, definitely. Did I match these? No, I didn't, actually. I bought this a long time before I got this, and I got this given to me as a gift. So, yeah, did not match that. But anyway, hey, sky's the limit. The next thing that you'll want, going along with the whole leash and harness thing, this is a car seat tether. So I'm very adamant on not letting your dog just be loose in the car. It's dangerous for the dog and for you. Your dog could easily climb over onto you and distract you from driving. Or if you were in an accident and your dog was in the car with you but not tethered in, it could get knocked around, or it could get, it could become a projectile and go right through the windshield. I've seen videos and stuff of that happening. So I'm always adamant on tethering your dog in the vehicle, whether you have it in a crate, whether you have a mesh up to trap your dog in the back of your vehicle, or whether you use one of these to tether it to the seat belt. So this end goes into your ordinary car seat belt, and then this end attaches to your dog's harness. So that's definitely something you want to have. Going along with that line, I also have, this is called a Find My Tag. So I'll just kind of show that. So this is a pet finder. Well, it's just a finder. You can use it for anything. But I'm going to be using this on my dog. This connects with an app on my phone. And so this then goes on my dog's collar. Now, I don't have a collar for my dog yet because I don't know what size I need. So I'm going to wait and get that after I get my dog. But my dog will wear a collar 24/7 with this on it inside the house. Now, why am I using a harness as well? Don't walk your dog on a collar. Collars, and I'm not going to say too much about this, but collars press on your dog's throat if the dog pulls on the leash. And if you've ever walked your dog, or if you've ever seen a dog walking and they're coughing and they're choking and stuff like that, it's because that collar is putting pressure on the windpipe in their throats and they can't breathe properly. So never walk your dog on a collar, please. Always use a harness. But this comes in handy to attach to a collar for just wearing it 24/7. So if your dog ever gets out of your house or gets away from you, even on the leash, you can always use the app on your phone to track your dog and find it super, super simple. The only way that you're not going to find it is if the collar comes off. Now, I always use breakaway collars on my animals. So a breakaway collar, if you don't know, is a collar that doesn't have like a snap like this harness does. It just has a push together. So if the collar gets hung up on something and the dog pulls, the collar is going to break apart so it doesn't throttle your dog, essentially. So if this does get popped off and the dog loses its collar, my dog is microchipped. So always microchip your animal as well. That's another tip. My dog is coming to me microchipped. The breeder has already microchipped it. So, but microchips really help. Microchips are the first thing that vets and that rescue societies will check for if a dog or a cat is brought into them lost. And then when they check for that microchip, they can just get your information and call you and say, hey, I have your animal. So microchips are amazing. Please get your animal microchipped. It doesn't cost that much and it doesn't hurt the animal. All right, next item, or should I say items. These are all in one. Give me 1 second. Oh, I gotta get them all. Let's see here. All right. Pulling over. Okay. Next item. Toys. If you get a new puppy, you're gonna want toys. Puppies like to get into everything and they like to chew, especially when they start teething. So if you don't want them chewing on your favorite pair of shoes, make sure you have lots of toys. So I'm just going to quickly go through all the toys that I've collected so far. I will be getting more, trust me, but this is just so far. So I have a cute little squirrel. It's a squeaker. Cute little squirrel. I have a large bone. It has a different texture, so I think that's really going to work good for teething. So yeah, just a big bone. I have a hard rubber toy here. This one I got at Halloween. I couldn't resist. It's a little vampire bat. It has a spiky ball inside, so you can feel the spikes when you hold it. Cute little vampire bat. This is for teething purposes. So this is a little heart. I haven't taken it out of the package yet, but it has little spikes on the back here. I don't know if you can see them, but it has little spikes. And this you can actually throw in the freezer and freeze it, and then it becomes like rock solid, and they can chew on it then when they're teething. I have a little rope ball. Everything is just so darn stinking cute. And then these two I got at my local farmer's market last summer. Yes, I've been collecting since last summer. But there's a lady that comes to my local farmer's market, and she makes toys. She makes dog-like outfits and stuff like that. And so this was one of the things that she had there. And she explained to me they're made out of socks. And they're just strips tied in the center. So very simple. I can make more of these myself. And she said they're really good for teething. What you do is you wet them and then you freeze them. And they go rock solid, and then the dog can chew on them and helps with teething. So I got those. And then I have this package. So this package is from Tuesday. And this package is in my Amazon link. The other ones I don't think I bought on Amazon, so they're not linked. But this package is linked. And I'll just kind of go through and show you what they are. We've got a little rainbow bone. They're all squeakers. We've got a banana, and the leaves of the banana are crinkly. We have a donut, also squeaks. We have a little starfish, squeaks. We have a baby bottle, squeaks. We have a carrot, Squeaks. We have a duck. Oh, that one squeaks too. We have a little strawberry. This is crinkly up top as well. And then we've got 2 rope toys, one longer, one shorter for tug of wars. Oh, this longer one has a handle, so that'll be really good for tug of war. Oh, we have another one here. And then we have a ball with 2 loops on the end. And that's what comes in that Tuesday package. So lots of cute toys, for sure. And to go along with the toys, because, you know, we're going to need something to put them in, I got this. Just let me quickly set it up. There we go. So it says dog toys on it. So that's what all of the toys are going to go in. It's lower in the front and taller in the back so that the dog can easily get in there to get the toys. Super cute. Ugh. So that's the toy bin. I forgot a couple of toys. Oh. So these toys, they're pretty much the same thing. I got this one gifted to me. I bought this one. But they are puzzle toys. They're pretty much the same thing. So I'm just going to show you this one because this one's still in the package. But these slide and there's little containers. So you like put a treat in here and then slide this and it stays there when it's flat. And so then the dog has to figure out how to slide that out of the way to get to the treat. These all slide down here to reveal different compartments. And so it's just like a puzzle toy. So these are really good for if you're going away and you have to leave your dog at home. Just to occupy them for a little bit. You can put toys in here or treats in here and it kind of keeps them busy for a little bit trying to get those treats out. I'm also getting what's called a snuffle mat. It's on order. It hasn't got here yet. So I'll insert a picture of one here. This is a snuffle mat. Again, you hide treats down in the mat and they have to try and find them and dig them out. So just things to keep them occupied while you're not home. So this, as I said, I'm going to be traveling a lot with this dog and taking it to a lot of different places. And so your dog is most likely going to need water while you're out and about. So this comes from the company called Canarine, and it is a travel water bottle for your dog. It has a little loop here that you can put it on your wrist or whatever you need to do. You simply flip this up, unscrew this, fill this up with water, put it back on. There's a little button right here. And so you would press the button, the water fills up into here, your dog can get a drink. And then what I really like about this water bottle is that when you're done, if there's still water in here, instead of just throwing it away, you can repress this button and tilt your water back up and the water will run back into this container for the next use. And then it folds down for easy travel. So, travel water bottle. Very important. The next thing that I'm going to show you I think everybody knows what these are. Puppy pee pads. So I am planning on training this dog to go outside to the bathroom. But until then, I'm going to have some puppy pee pads in its area so that if it has to go, it can go there without too much of a problem. My breeder has already started training the puppies to use the puppy pee pads, and apparently mine is doing pretty good with that. So now it's just up to me to take it from using the pee pads to going outside. So puppy pee pads, just for the time being. Not for full time. So this next item, I have to try and wrestle away from my cat. Piper, it's not yours. Come here. Oh, poor little baby. You want to get in on this video too? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, but this is not your stuff. It's not your stuff. No. She thinks it is, though. Go that way. Okay, the item that I wrestled away from Piper is a bed. So every dog needs a bed. Apparently she thinks she's a toy now. Oh my. Oh, Piper. Okay. If it makes you happy. Anyway, a bed. A bed is a pretty important part. There's many different styles of beds that you can get. I chose this bed specifically because it fits perfectly in my kennel. Sorry about that. This bed is just an Amazon Basics bed. Nothing special. But it goes along perfectly. And I'm going to move you just a little bit. It goes along perfectly with my kennel. Sorry, I'm doing this all in one take, so... This is my kennel that I have. Obviously, it's not that big because my dog is not that big. It does come with a divider that I could put anywhere in the kennel if I need it. I don't think I'll need it since this dog is already going to be 5 months old, but we'll see. So, like I said, this bed perfectly fits in my kennel to create a nice soft space for my dog. Now, all depending on how things work with my dog, the breeder has said that this puppy does well in a playpen, and hasn't really needed to be kenneled for anything. So at night, it sleeps in a playpen. While the breeder's away, it's in a playpen, and it's been doing just fine. So I'm hoping that I'm not going to have to use the kennel for a traditional kennel purpose. I'm hoping that I'm just going to be able to leave the puppy in the playpen and we'll be good. So in that case, I'll leave the bed in here, and I'm just going to create like a nice little house out of this. But if I have to use the kennel as a traditional kennel purpose, then I'll take the bed out, because if the puppy pees in the kennel, I don't want it going on the bed, and then making the bed wet, and the puppy has to lay in the wet, and it's just not nice. So what I'll do is I'll take the bed out, and I'll put a puppy pee pad in there, so that if an accident happens, it can be absorbed. But we'll see what happens. I'm hoping the playpen is going to be enough, and I don't have to use the kennel as a traditional kennel, but I have it just in case. Speaking of which, my last... Nope. I lie. I have one more staring right at me. Kind of going along with the kennel. So, if I have to use the kennel as a traditional kennel and lock the puppy in here overnight or while I'm gone or whatever the case may be, I have this little bowl, and this bowl attaches to the side of the kennel on the inside, obviously. And then you can put water in this bowl. So even if your dog is locked inside the kennel, it has access to water. If I don't use the kennel as a traditional kennel, I'm not going to have to use this because it'll have access to its actual food and water bowl. But this is just in case it doesn't. So I might use this and I might not. We'll see what happens. But I wanted to put it into the essential items in case you are using a kennel for your dog. This is definitely a must. And I know a lot of people are going to be, well, I don't like using a kennel for my dog and I think they're cruel or whatever the case may be. I just want to say, if used correctly, no, they're not cruel. They're not cruel. They're not hindering your dog any. They're just putting it into a safe place while you're not around. Whether I use the kennel or not, I will put my puppy in the kennel and shut the door and leave it there every now and then. And the reason that I do that is to train the puppy that kennels are not a bad thing. Because if your dog goes for grooming, or if your dog has to go to the vet, they're going to be put into a kennel. And if your dog is not used to going into a kennel and doesn't know what a kennel is, that's just going to cause it to be stressed at those two places. And those are two places that you really don't want your dog to be that stressed at. So training it for a kennel and teaching it that a kennel is not a bad thing is actually a good tactic to do, so that if in the case that it needs to be put into a kennel somewhere else, it's going to know what it's all about and it's not going to panic. So I highly suggest training it to use a kennel. And I'm going to show you in a little bit how you can use a kennel not in a traditional sense and not having it look terrible in your home. But that's coming in the non-essential section. So stay tuned for that. For now, we're going to go on a little ride here. And I'm going to take you back into my bedroom behind this curtain here. And I'm going to show you the last essential item, which I have set up in its spot. Coming with me. Going through the curtain. All right. We're in my bedroom now. Yay! Okay. So the last item is a playpen. Get a good view of it here. There we go. So this playpen is a great tool if you have to lock your dog in the playpen while you're away, especially a puppy. Puppies should not have free roam of your house right off the bat. Giving them too much space is just asking for trouble. So your puppy should have a small space to begin with, and then as it starts getting trained and as it starts getting housebroken, you can have access to more and more and more of your house. So if you're not watching your puppy, a playpen is a good place to put it. So this playpen is going to house all of my puppy stuff. The kennel will be in here. The food and water bowl will be in here. The toys will be in here. It's just going to be the dog's area. So as you can see down right here, there is a door into this playpen. This particular playpen has a lock. on the door. So we'll come down here. This little black tab right at the bottom is the lock. So right now it's locked. This door cannot move. So if your dog's in there and you don't want it to be able to get out, you can lock the door and it can't come out. When you're home and you want your dog to be able to go in and out to get food and water and toys and then come back out again, you can unlock this door just by turning this. And now this becomes a swinging door, just like that. And then your dog can push in to go in, or it can push out the other way to come out. You can also anchor this up if you wanted to, if your dog doesn't want to use the swinging door. But I'm hoping I can train mine to use the swinging door. So that is the playpen, the last essential item. This is where I'm hoping that I'll be able to put my dog when I'm not at home, when I just can't keep a really close eye on it. Like, let's say I'm cooking a meal, and I can't just watch my dog really, really close. I can put it in here as well. And for the first little while, my puppy will be sleeping here in the playpen during the night, so that it doesn't get into mischief and have accidents all over the floor. Eventually, I'm hoping that this is just going to be a vibe space for my dog and that I'm not going to have to lock it in. I'm hoping eventually that my dog can sleep with me in the bed and that when I'm away, I don't have to put it in anything. It can just still have the run of the house. But that won't be until my puppy is trained up a bit. So playpens come in handy. All right, now we're going to go back out here. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We just have the non-essential items left. All right. Yay. Okay. Non-essential items. We're going to start with that item that I was talking about with the kennel. So let me pull the kennel back over here. Okay, so we have the kennel right here. So you're not using this as a traditional kennel. You have a nice little comfy bed in here for your dog, and you want to kind of make this look a little bit more pleasing in your home, so it's just not a wire kennel in a room. You can get kennel covers. So this kennel cover, and I'm going to do this right on camera so you can see how it's done. It just flips up on top of your kennel. Spread it all out. Tuck it down. Like so. And then it'll have zippers in it, and it has these two little tags so that you can unzip the front. And then I'm not going to do this really nicely right now because, time-wise, but you nicely roll this up. Like so, and use these little tabby loops to anchor it. Like that, and then you still have access to your door. Now this has become a nice looking little house for your dog. It doesn't look like just a wire crate in your home. Obviously this would be nicer, and the cat loves it as well. Thank you for demonstrating. So if the cat likes it, I think the dog will like it too. What are you doing in there, crazy? this will become a nice vibe space for the cat and the dog to share, apparently. What are you doing? That is so crazy. That was not planned, people. Okay, well, I think I'll just leave the cat to do her own business over there. Oh, boy. And we'll go back to our other non-essential stuff. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, that was a funny little entertaining break. All right, to go along with that, I have a blanket. This is a non-essential because not all dogs like blankets, and if you have a bed, sometimes you don't need a blanket. But I have a blanket. You're not going to find this one online because I made this one. But yeah, I made my dog a little blanket. And this blanket I am planning on putting in this. This is a car seat for my car. So like I said, I'm planning on taking this dog with me to places and going on trips with my dog and stuff like that. So I wanted a nice little space for my dog to be able to ride in my car. So this is a car seat, and I will kind of show you what it's all about. Now obviously this will be in my car eventually, which will make it a lot easier to work with. But give me a sec here, and I will show you what it looks like. Oh goodness, this would be so much easier if it was actually attached to the seat of the car. You know what? We're going to pretend it is. Okay, so this is a car seat. Here we go. So it looks like this. These zippers in the back would actually be zipped up to create a solid box. This all attaches to your car seat, and it just creates a little basket for your dog to sit in. And then I'll put my blanket and spread it out in the basket to make it a little bit more comfy. And then if you have a passenger in your vehicle and they want to sit on the seat that this is on, you just unzip these zippers in the back, flip this inside out like this, and then it sits over your seat so that the person can just sit on here. It's kind of like a seat cover at that point. So that will come in super handy as well. All right. 3 more items. Yay. Okay, I'm going to tilt that down a little bit again. Sorry, like I said, I'm doing this all in one take, so I don't have a lot of editing to do. All right, so the next item that I have, okay, so you take your dog on a walk. I don't know if you're the type of person that just lets your dog poop everywhere and doesn't pick it up. If you are, please consider picking it up. Just, you know, saying. But if you are the type of person that picks up after your dog when you're walking your dog, I don't know about you, but even if you do have a bag and your hand is inside the bag and you got to pick up the poop, it still doesn't feel that good, does it? Really, it doesn't. And so I found this little gadget that I think is going to work very well. I have not used this yet, so I cannot give a review on it yet. But from the reviews that I have seen on it, this is on Amazon. I think that's my cat. Phoenix. No. He wants to get in on the action. Anyway, I think this is going to work really well. So what this is it is a little pooper scooper thing. So I'm going to kind of demonstrate on how to use it. It has a clip as well, so you can clip it to whatever you need to. And it has a place in the back here where you can put your roll of poop bags. Then this pops out for more room. Okay. I have a unused bag here just to demonstrate how this works. So you open up your bag. So this end is the opening end. So you want the other end, the end that's sealed. And you're going to squeeze the top, which opens the bottom. You're going to put your bag inside there, like that. All right. The next stop. Then you're going to take and you're going to flip the bag inside out so that it's inside the bag. And then on the front, you'll see this little anchor thing right there. You're going to crinkle your bag and tuck it into that to hold it onto the contraption. And now you have a pooper scooper. Right? So you scoop your poop. Right? So now it's inside the machine. You take your bag off, flip it inside out again, tie your bag off. I'm not going to do it so I can use this again, but tie your bag off, and you've never had to feel it, but you scooped your dog's poop, which is simply amazing. I think that's going to work so well. So, portable, really? Portable pooper scooper. Yes, I know you want in on the action, but you don't need in on the action. Anyway, sticking with the theme of taking your dog for walks and going places, I bought this backpack. Sorry. This, I just bought on Amazon. It's linked. And this I'm going to use to carry that pooper scooper in, to carry my dog's water bottle in, just to carry things so that I don't have a whole bunch of things to carry. I can just put it in here, throw it on my back, and away I go. So I just kind of want to show you this backpack. I think it's a really cool backpack. Even if you don't have a dog, this is a good backpack. So the strap that goes over the front of you actually has a little pocket to carry whatever you want to carry, your cell phone, debit card, whatever you want to carry in there. You can carry it in there, and it sits right on your chest, so it's easy to get to. Then you have a hidden pocket inside for valuables so that nobody can pickpocket that really easily. And then you have a small pocket here in the front. Then a slightly larger pocket here. And then the large pocket here. Now on the side you do have a little port. It has USB here, and inside it has the wire to connect to a portable power bank, and so you could charge your phone while you're out for a walk if you want, which I think is also super cool. So yeah, and it also has a little pouch here that has a drawstring, so the dog's water bottle or whatever can fit in there. So yeah, That's going to be for our daily walks, or if we're like going to the park or to the beach for the day or something like that. That'll come in handy. Now, if you're going on a longer trip, let's say you're going for a weekend or a week or whatever the case may be, I also have this bag. Now, this bag is specifically for pets. And this Goofier is on this tag on the front. And I think this is a super good bag. I am going to be taking this bag with me when I go to get my puppy. So you will see this bag again in my vlog for going to get the puppy, which is awesome. So I'm just going to kind of go over this bag as well. It has an adjustable shoulder strap. Right now this is just on the shortest setting for storage, but shoulder strap. It has handles, so whichever you want to use, you can. The shoulder strap is detachable on the side. On the back, you have two freestanding pockets in the back. The side, you have a scrunchy pocket for a water bottle. On the other side, you have a zippered pocket here. On the front, you have a magnetic closure, big pocket. And then you get onto the inside of the bag. So the top here has a zippered screen pouch for easy access things. If you want to put your leash in there while you're in the vehicle or anything like that, you can. It does have a divider inside, so it creates two sections, but this divider is just Velcro, so you can take it out if you want to. But it does create two sections for, you know, organization and stuff like that. This bag also comes with two collapsible bowls, one for water, one for food. Again, they just pop out. So if you're traveling, those come in handy. They also do have clips on them for attaching them. And it comes with two of these. One, two. So these are for food and treats, or just food, whatever you want to do, but opens up. This is washable, so just hand wash inside there to make it clean again. But yeah, you put your food in there if you're going away for the weekend, because obviously you're gonna have to feed your dog. So that comes in really handy as well. That was a long video. So that's my puppy haul. That's everything so far that I've gotten for the puppy. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm just looking over this and I'm seeing that I forgot some very important items. That's okay. That's what happens when I do a video all in one take. Bear with me. All right, we're going to swing around again. Da, 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 da. Those are my snakes, by the way. If you like snakes, those are my snakes. All right, I'm coming around this side again. Yay. Okay, so the items that I forgot. Grooming. Yay for grooming. Okay, so this small dog that I'm getting, here's a hint for you, is a long-haired dog and also has a double coat. And so I'm planning on doing all of my own grooming. So I needed to get all of the supplies. So kind of just like, I guess, a warning, make sure that you know what kind of dog you're getting and what its needs are. So first off, I have some shampoo and conditioner. This is just Tropiclean. It's papaya and coconut. I don't know if I'm going to stick with this or not. I just got this because it was on sale in my local pet store. But we'll see how well it works. If I like it, I'll stick with it. But if I don't like it, I do have a groomer that I can go to buy products from. So we'll see if I like this or not. But shampoo and conditioner, or a combination of both, you're going to need it. I do have a hair dryer to dry my dog. This is just a normal person hair dryer. You can get pet hair dryers as well, but I just have a normal one. And I have 3 brushes. So I have a tiny slicker brush. This is going to work well for getting into the small places like behind the ears, underneath the legs, like the armpits and stuff like that. That's going to come in handy for that because it's tiny. I have a larger slicker brush for the body. Now this one, pressing the button here collapses the bristles so that you can easily clean the brush of hair, which is nice. I had one of these for Komori as well, just larger version, and I loved it. So another slicker brush there. And then this little dude, I don't know if you can see it very well, but it has hooks. So this is actually hooked. I don't know if you can see that there. And this is what they call a mat remover. So because my dog has a double coat, I need to be able to get right down to the skin to make sure that I get all the mats out. And so this, I will go through the fur with this first to loosen all the mats before I brush with this. So yeah, this is a mat remover. And then last item now, I promise. I know I said that before, but this is now the last item. This is a little scissor kit. So it comes with a comb. And then it comes with 4 different scissors. So it comes with a short, straight pair of scissors. It comes with these ones, which are thinning scissors. It has like a comb on this side and just normal scissors on that side. It comes with longer, straight scissors. And it comes with the really long, curved scissors. So it has kind of like everything that you need to groom your dog. And like I said, I am going to be doing all the grooming on my own. So I'm hoping that's all I'm going to need. But if I need to pick up more things, I will. Okay, so I think that's it. That's all of my items now. That grooming stuff should have been in the essential items section of this video, but kind of forgot it. Anyway, that is my haul. That is my puppy haul 101. Like I said, everything that I possibly could, I have linked in my Amazon in the description below, so that you can buy it if you want it. The stuff that I don't have linked there, I just bought my local pet store or at my local farmer's market. But I'm sure you can find some similar things. So stick around, because the next video that's going to come out on this channel, I haven't quite decided what it's going to be yet. It's either A, going to be Komori's story and what happened there, or it will be B, going to get my new puppy. All depending on how things work out. I'm kind of guessing that it's going to get my new puppy, but we'll see. Please go and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, because like I said, you're going to be updated live on the Instagram, and you will be the first to see my new puppy on my Instagram, as I will be going live from my hotel room on Friday night, April 21st, to introduce you guys. And you will get blow by blows of how this trip goes. So if you want to go on a mini road trip and go get a new puppy with me, please follow me over there on Instagram. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys. You can see the cuteness as we exit this video of my cat taking over my puppy's new crate. Have a good time.